What is occupational therapy? Occupational therapy is a practice that uses goal directed activity to promote independence and function. Areas of occupation are various life activities, including activities of daily living, ADLs, IADLs, education, health management, work, play, leisure, and social participation. Kinesiology is the study of the principles of mechanics and anatomy in relation to human movement. Why does kinesiology matter to OT? Kinesiology helps us assess clients, look for strengths and weaknesses, understand normal versus abnormal, develop treatment plans, and be able to grade exercises and activity. Our bodies have three major body planes. These help us describe how our body moves during exercise or other activities. These three major planes are frontal, sagittal, and transverse. Frontal separates anterior from the posterior. Sagittal cuts us from left to right. Transverse and horizontal cuts in half, separating the top from the bottom or superior from inferior. Our joints rotate around axis of motion. An axis is a joint's center of rotation. We have three major axes of the body. Superior inferior axis is like a pole starting from the top of your head, running straight down, from top to bottom, almost like a kebab. Medial lateral is like the little men you see on a foosball table. The skier runs from one side to the other side, from medial to lateral, and then the anterior posterior runs from front to back, straight through your belly button, going through the anterior to posterior. In the next clip, we will see a demonstration on how we put these rotations of our axis into motion. Alright, today Abel's working on his muscles, and Majesta is going to help point out where his axis points are. Majesta, can you put it on the anterior posterior area? And Abel is going to go up and down, showing that it's the anterior posterior axis. Act like there's a pin going from the front of the arm to through the back of the arm.
Oh, this is painful.
Alright, medial lateral is when the line, imagine a line going straight through the middle of your body. Abel is going to represent what that exercise is going to look like. Up and down. Yeah. How's it feeling? You feeling those muscles?
Yeah.
While he's doing this, it's on the medial lateral axis is moving. You can also do it if he was to lift his arm up all the way. Okay, now we're going to do superior inferior axis. Superior inferior axis is like a line going straight through, almost like a kebab. This is the exercise Abel is representing here. We'll show moving on the superior inferior axis. Feeling the burn?
Yes.
Here, Abel is demonstrating protraction and retraction. Protraction, shoulders and scapula move forward. Retraction, shoulders and scapula move back. When doing occupational therapy, it's important to know the anatomical positions and terminology of the body. So here we go. Our bodies have two major bone groups. Axial skeleton is the skull, cranial, and facial bones, ears, neck, vertebrae, sacrum, and tailbone. Appendicular skeleton is comprised of upper and lower extremities, including the shoulder girdle and pelvis. Here, Carter is demonstrating anatomical position. His arms are to his side, palms forward, legs parallel to each other, feet pointing forward as well, and standing straight. Here, Whitney is pointing to the anterior or ventral part of Carter's body. This is the direction more towards the front. Whitney is pointing towards the back of Carter's body. This is the posterior or dorsal, towards the back. Superior cephalic is moving towards the head, or considered the upper part of the body structure. The opposite of superior is inferior, or also known as caudal. Caudal is moving towards the toes and away from the middle of the body. Distal is moving away from the trunk. Proximal is moving towards the trunk. Medial internal is moving towards the midline of your body. Lateral external is moving away from the midline of your body. Superficial means more towards the surface of your body. Think varicose veins. Deep is more internal and more away from the surface of your body. Think liver, heart, anything to do with your organs. Prone and supine. Prone, you're face down. Supine, you're laying flat on your back. Ipsilateral means same side or on the same side, something that affects the same side of the body. Contralateral means opposite side. If you were to have a stroke on the right side of your brain, it would affect the left side of your body. Whitney's arms go up, showing scaption. As she opens the cabinet, she is showing horizontal abduction, as well as her foot in the plantar flexion. As Whitney reaches for the pizza sauce, she is showing trunk lateral flexion. When she opens the jar, she is showing radial deviation. As she pours the sauce into the bowl, she is showing pronation. When Sammy kneads the dough, she is showing abduction with her fingers open and adduction when her fingers close. When Sammy grabs the pizza sauce, she rotates her wrist and her hand upwards in supination to support the bowl. When adding the sauce to the pizza, her hands and wrist are moving in a circular motion, which is circumduction. Had to show off my sprinkle skills with that little wrist flexion. Here, Carter shows horizontal adduction when opening the oven, elbow flexion and extension as he puts the pizza in the oven, and ulnar deviation as he sets the timer. While enjoying and chewing his pizza, Carter is exhibiting protraction and retraction of the mandible. As they're enjoying their little dance party, Whitney is showing internal rotation of the hips, Sammy is showing external rotation of the hips as well as eversion of the foot, and Carter's twerking skills show us anterior and posterior pelvic tilt, as well as his right foot is showing a slight inversion.
Don't get nervous. Carter, get in the front. Okay, ready? Oh, yeah.